bet is to have everybody familiar with all the different topics.
Does that answer the question?
Yes, that's yeah.
So I guess we can move on to our panel. I guess we should reach out. Martha, are you the only? Did Andy join us, or is Martha the only?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, you did.
Oh,
Excellent.
welcome, Andy.
Thank you.
Okay, and I'm here also. It's Martha.
And did Russ get here?
Yes, I'm here.
Signed in on.
Hey, great. All right.
Everybody's here.
Excellent. I thought he was. I saw him signed on the thing. Okay, so we have 3 of the 4. Sue did not make it. No, hiding out in the back.
I thought you said she was here. Maybe I misunderstood.
Susan, stay here. No. Okay.
All right. Well, we can move forward. I guess if we want to start maybe with Russ, if we could go around, if you folks want to just kind of, introduce yourself, your school, and, how many years you've been involved in the Envirothon. And I guess we could probably maybe have you answer this first question here. Why are you involved in the Envirothon yourself? What interests you about it? So if you want to start with Russ, and then maybe we'll go to Martha, and then finish with Andy. That works.
Okay, I'm Russ, and I teach environmental science and technology at Worcester Technical High School, which is one of the 24 career trade areas that we offer there. So I think it's obvious why we would be involved in the Envirothon. In fact, it's a component of our curriculum frameworks for environmental science and technology. And my involvement, I used to teach horticulture, and we had peripheral involvement at that time. We never actually sent a team. We had tried to, but spring was so busy we never had a chance to. When I started teaching at Worcester Technical High School in 2006, I volunteered that year so that I had a first-hand experience. And then one year I brought a group of students just to see it, hoping to get them excited about it. It actually had the opposite effect. But for several years I was the only teacher in the program, and I couldn't get away to do it. And a few years ago, Dimitri Skendi joined my team, and he actually has been the one coaching the team for the past 2 or 3 years now that we've actually had a team in the Envirothon. And this year we're kind of switching off, and so I'm going to take over that because I have a background in agriculture and actually farmed organically for the past 40 years. I thought that this would be a great topic for me to jump in on. And so that's kind of my story. And we're hoping to bring a number of the students that were on the team last year. I believe we only had none of our seniors. We didn't have any seniors graduate last year from the team. They were all underclassmen. So we're hoping that all the same people participated, and I'm trying to encourage some new kids to join up. Okay?
Great. Excellent.
Great.
My turn? Martha Moore?
Yeah, if you go ahead.
Martha.
Okay. This is going to be only my 3rd year participating in the Envirothon, and my school has participated, I believe, 1 year beyond that. We got started because one of the students' mothers was a volunteer at Envirothon, and so when that student was a freshman, she encouraged a group from our school to participate. And I took over advising the group 2 years ago. I'm a high school biology teacher, so I guess that's where I am interested in participating in this, and I have really enjoyed working with the kids after school and getting them excited about it. It's not directly a part of our curriculum, so everything that the kids do has to be on their time after school. And I have been the environmental club advisor at our school for about 20 years, and I think this is kind of lent a little bit of excitement to our environmental club. Gives us a direction to head and a goal to aim for, and the kids really have enjoyed the competition at the end of the year. The first year I did it, I don't think we went to any of the training workshops, and then last year we went to the one at UMass Amherst, and that was definitely valuable. And the students who had been to that training workshop felt the most confident going into the competition. I haven't managed to get any kids to go to either of the winter or spring workshops yet, but I'm hoping maybe this year that will change. I guess that's it.
Great. Excellent. Thank you.
This is Russ again, and I just wanted to say I hope that you'll all be able to come to the winter workshop that we hold at Worcester Technical High School. It's been well attended the past couple of years, and I'm hoping it will be again this year.
Do we have a date expected for that yet?
I believe it's
Yes.
January 29th.
Yeah, that's what I wrote down.
Thanks.
Andy.
Hi, I'm Andy Dannenberg. I am the coach at Newton North High School, and I've been the coach, I'm not sure, a whole lot of years, and the team has been more or less invested at different times in different years. The Envirothon Team is an offshoot of our science team, which is a huge group of kids who participate in all sorts of different kinds of science competitions throughout the year. And some of these kids do other science competitions, and some are strictly Envirothon. It's a club, and it's up to the kids when they meet and how often they meet and how they run their meetings. And I've been unbelievably lucky the last couple years to have a team of super enviro nerds. They just completely love geeking out about environmental topics, and they're all really great kids. And so mostly I arranged transportation and did paperwork and signed permission slips, and helped them find resources. But prior to this particular iteration of the club, I would set meeting agendas for them, but still keep the ball in their court. I had to do more in terms of helping them find resources and answering questions and being a little more present. But I think the reason they've been so successful the last couple of years is because they're completely self-motivated. And we have attended the Amherst workshop, I think, every year that I have coached, and the kids always have a great time and feel like they have learned an enormous amount. And even my kids who are seniors this year who have been doing this will be their fourth year, are looking forward to that meeting, that workshop, that conference, whatever we call it. What do we call it? Conference? Workshop?
Multi-session workshop, yeah.
Okay, thank you. Because there's always something they haven't done before, or a talk that provides new information, and they get to see a lot of the state people whom they've gotten to know really well. And it's just great fun. They have managed to get themselves to some of the other meetings throughout the year when they have parents who can drive them when I'm not available. It's a lot of fun working with kids who just love it so much. And the agriculture piece is going to be particularly great because our school has been really trying to spearhead some initiatives to make our brand new, very sterile campus into something more agriculturally and environmentally sustainable. So they're all over it. I don't know what they're going to do or what they're going to propose, but they're really excited to have an excuse to have to focus on that.
Yeah, well, we have this is Will again. Here at UMass, there is a group of students focusing on permaculture, and they got permission to spade up a area of lawn right next to the Worcester Dining Common, and where they grow food for the dining common and as an educational enterprise for the larger student population.
That'd be
so So hopefully I'll be able to get them to do a presentation, and your students can check it out.
Definitely show up. Yeah, we have one of my colleagues who used to coach the team with me or before me. I can't remember what the configuration was, but she has built a couple of cold frames right outside of our culinary arts restaurant, and they are growing herbs that they're using in culinary arts. So we just need to expand that operation because it would be very fun.
Excellent. Thank you.
Sure.
Yeah, you guys got a lot of opportunities there.
Yeah, it's exciting.
So we're all going to be on slide 14, and I guess the next question we've come up with is why do your students get involved in the Envirothon? So we've talked a lot about what drives the coaches. We talked a little bit about the students, but if anybody wanted to touch on that a little bit, any of the current coaches.
And can I just say, this is Will, that the question is a variation on how do you recruit students? How do you get a wedge into all the stuff that's going on with them and get their attention on this? That's another version of this question.
Russ, you mentioned bringing students to the event. You thought that had the opposite effect. I guess what did you do to kind of turn that around?
Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, the first year that I brought students, because, I mean, they don't really know what it is, and I thought they'd see it and get excited and want to really get a team going the next year because we hadn't trained or anything for it. Deb Hogan was running it at the time, and we thought we were just going to volunteer, but she had too many volunteers, so she said, well, why don't they just do it? And, of course, they were unprepared, so that was discouraging for them. And then also I had a majority of students at the time were minority, and minority students are definitely a minority in the Envirothon competition, and they felt a little bit out of place. And it was May, so there were black flies out, and they weren't happy about that, and they did like the lunch that day. But so how do we have students involved now is, I don't know really how to say. I mean, you can't really force kids to do it, and so my attitude is to try to make it fun. I do incorporate it in the curriculum for the entire class, and I arrange for a number of guest speakers to come in. You would think after listening to me all day they'd be happy to hear a guest speaker, but sometimes they find that kind of boring. I can't believe that, but we have had a close affiliation with the USDA Asian Longhorn Beetle Project, as you know, and they've offered to send technicians in that have a variety of backgrounds and help present things to the students both on invasive species and tree identification and things like that. We have a van for our program, and so I try to take the kids on field trips. So this year, for example, I'm trying to encourage new members because we'll do some special field trips for the Envirothon team. So I probably shouldn't say this because I have the advantage of a van and being able to do this during the day, but actually tomorrow I'm taking the team to the Big E, and so it'll be partly researching agriculture, but also rewarding them for the hard work they did last year, and then maybe encouraging more students to get involved. So kind of a three-part phase. We've already scheduled the